Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this solstice read. And I'm shooting this a couple days early and in a different location, obviously. Um, just timing wise, I had to do this at nighttime. I started this read at 11:11, and now Sam's decided he seriously wants to play, so this could be interesting. Anyway, we'll keep it going and just I hope you're having a blessed solstice, whatever you're up to. As I put this video up, I'm probably at a sound bath and um, doing a nice solstice cleansing sound bath and getting ready for the holiday season. I hope that, I always like to look at solstice as just this nice kind of quiet time where we can kind of usher in the balance of the light coming back in. I always think it's really significant too in terms of you know that the light is coming back in and increasing every day. Oh, there's somebody walking on the fireplace show. Normally you'd take a drink for that, so I don't know. Anyway, we're not drinking today. We're doing solstice stuff, everybody. Okay, so I'm basically going to go right to the card read. I'm not going to put anything into um, the details of solstice or anything like that. Um, Everybody has their own. Some people don't celebrate it. Some people um, like get right into it. They go right to Stonehenge and do the whole ceremony. So you may be doing ceremonies tonight. You may just be meditating, putting wood on the fire. I didn't know there was that much action in that fireplace before I put it on the TV. I think it's hilarious. Anyway, 'tis the season, so we'll just go with the flow here. Um, it is though a portal day, so we're gonna start with the portal cards. Just see what they have to say to us. We're gonna do three of these cards. What is this solstice portal all about? So yeah, today if you're looking for something to do and you don't have anything planned, really good things are have a bath, um, do a ritual in terms of just prayer, meditation, getting out in nature, seeing the night sky, those sorts of things. So see what you can do to just celebrate somehow. Maybe even honestly, sometimes too, just a good bonfire, good event to do. So if you have access to a winter fireplace outside, or outside's better, but you could do inside too. All right, let's see what this portal's about. Ooh, yeah, solar light upgrade. So chances are pretty good that we've had some solar flashes, but they're gonna keep continuing. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. My people, the Arcturians, light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. Wow, I feel like these cards have come up the same before. Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting the process, and dharma. So basically, yeah, it's sort of the messaging we've been having these last couple of weeks is everything is kind of like happening as it should. So don't, there's not too much where we have to like again try too hard or fix things or change things or those kind of things. So just honestly just focus on self and self-care and doing really easy things that are soul soothing. So again, like I said, just a simple having a bath tonight, or um, what having just a bonfire with friends and welcoming in the light. Um, Anything you can do to like welcome in the light is what we're looking at doing today. Okay, so I'm not sure where I'm headed now with the cards. But I think we're going to start with I want to look at like what masters are around us to help us. Portal. Sam is making a lot of noise, so if you're hearing weird stuff in the background, that's Sam. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's funny. Okay. Well, I'll read this card first because when I thought about using this deck, um, this came to mind. This image, this card. In this deck, there's single masters, which there's two coming up. Um, but there's a lot of what we call divine counterparts or twin flames. So we have Lakshmi and Ganesh, prosperity vibration. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. So again, with the theme we've been going with like these last few weeks is our job, our big job in all of this is to be manifesting the best outcome possible. So basically, we need to keep in that prosperity vibration. And it's funny because prosperity is my one of my words for 2024. Prosperity again means to just to thrive. It doesn't necessarily mean wealth, although we often attach that together. That's also health and happiness on this card. So again, envisioning everything you can to increase your health, your wealth, your prosperity in this life. What does it look like when you're thriving? What's that look like? Keep dreaming about it. Keep putting it out there. Keep asking. Um, we also got Hathor, light activation, acceleration, brilliance. Stand in your light. So this is again reminding us we're a vessel for the light that is coming in. This whole solstice thing is like, again, it's starting to come to the darkest night of the year tonight, moving back into the light. Um, that is significant in its symbolism. And so starting to enjoy, like, the nice thing too is like, I like when it's dark, like, because I find sometimes, I don't know, I can get better sleep when it's not like summer and bright light and like I'm not up as early and might sleep in a little bit. Like you have those opportunities because it's like, oh, it's still dark. I can keep sleeping. So using, you know, the dark, I don't want to say to our advantage, where it's like, don't again, it's almost like don't fight it. Just be like be as natural as possible and in the flow of the season, the timing, everything. So trying to sync up your system with this dark to light. So eventually we allow the light in, or it starts coming in. Um, the reason I think this is really symbolic is we are in a time and space where this energy is coming in. So it's important that we're working on all this stuff, taking care of this, so we can be a vessel for this light as it comes in and we can hold space, which is what we need to do. So the light activations are coming. And then we've talked about this for weeks now, but I think the final culmination of everything, is that the word? Okay, culmination? Is when we hit what I think is about to be like what is the big shift and the change in this 3D to 5D consciousness. And that's Lady Nada, expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. And this is the goal, right? This it came up in the read at the beginning of the week. The heart opening, the heart chakra expansion, the heart chakra opening. Um, it's imminent. It's coming, and like we just need to, we just need to like prepare ourselves. And how we do that is it's nothing major, but we need to be sitting in that vibration, the energy of prosperity, of peace, of light, of all of the good things. If you can do nothing else, try to keep yourself in the vibration of love. And this is the perfect season to do it because this is about love, divine miracles happening. So we just have to keep keep on keeping on in this vibration. Sorry, I just have to, I put all my cards there and they're a bit far away. One second. Okay. So I'm going to use these as the advice cards of like what we need to be doing for this portal. Sorry. My voice is starting to go. I've just been having a week of like, this is my busy, busy, busy season at work. But I only have 2 more days of business and then I get to have a bit of a break. So looking forward to it. Um, okay. Oh, cool. Okay. So these, like I said, I'm taking these as advice cards. What do we need to be doing? First step, letting go. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. This this is the whole matrix of it all, the 3D. Um, we don't need to hang on to all those outside events, even if they get completely out of control, which they already are, right? Um, again, we've talked about this so many times. Is there is a plan in play? I know, buddy. You don't understand what I'm doing. He's really confused by this one. Just a few minutes, okay? I'm almost done. Not really. Okay. Anyway, we need to let go. So everything is indeed out of control. And just so we need to stop focusing on it, worrying about it, getting distracted by it. Um, give it all to God. Give it all up and say, I know you've got this, and the reason we can do this is because the next card is trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings. Longings are also our desires, our wishes, our dreams, all of that. So hand over the things that you're trying to manifest, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So that includes not just the things we want to manifest, but also like trusting uh, the divine with our worries. Like just say, like, this is, I am concerned about this. I genuinely have a worry about this. Um, but I give it over to you because I know, sorry, Sam's trying to play now. I don't want to play. Not yet. Just you gotta wait, please. Okay. So again, the big theme is like so far through all of it is trust the plan. Again, trust the plan, trust the plan. We've heard this so many times. We just have to like don't as as out of control as it gets out there. Don't let it phase you. You've got to sit in your own vibration of everything we've talked about, of peace, of prosperity, of light, of love. And I know it's hard to just like hand that over and put your whole life and your faith and your everything into God's hands, but that is what we're being asked to do right now. Like there's just that's just what we need to do. And we got your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Again, wow, this is okay. So, honestly, I mean, we could almost leave it there just because obviously the point of this portal that has come through so far in two different decks, or yeah, two different decks, is there's a plan. And we're just here to participate in it and help it like energetically move along. We're not here to fight it. We're not here to change it. We're not here to manipulate it, control it. Da da da. It's out of our hands. We are here to just emanate the light, which helps build up the energy to really get through this all. So it's so important right now, you guys, that you're just, you like, the phrase is let go and let God, right? I genuinely, again, I know God may not be your thing as a word. You can, again, substitute in source, substitute in universe, substitute in the divine, whatever it is, but it's so imperative. And I feel like too, like I always find solstice as a time for me to rest and relax and recharge, which was part of the portal card there, the Shambhala initiations. Retreat to recharge, trusting in the process. There's that word again, trusting. And Dharma. Dharma, again, if you need a quick refresher, is it's basically like your path. It's your path. It's what's meant to happen. This is meant to happen. It's all orchestrated, planned out. Again, we don't have a lot we need to do in this except participate and keep our energy high. So really, I could, like I said, I could stop the reading now because that's a pretty direct, easy message. So um, I'm going to do 3 of the yantra cards here and just see. They tend to be a little um, uh, more like, again, more advice cards. Okay, I could probably turn over a bunch of these. Okay, I did turn over a bunch of these, so we're going to read them all then. First up is surrender, allowing. Again, this is about trusting the process, allowing what is about to happen, and just like going with the flow, really. Like, yeah. So I'm just trying to put these in an order. It's also, again, it's funny because so again, surrender, being surrendered. When you're in the state of surrendering or being surrendered, we achieve the state of peace. Just really critical, but like that, like it's funny to say, like that sounds like it's not even a job. It's like, what do you mean, just like meditate and be at peace and surrender to the divine will? That sounds too easy, but it's Sam, careful. He's like knocking down my table. Um, that's how easy it is, you guys. Patience, patience with this process, with yourself. Be still, being still. Um, we also got ignoring. Whoops. Temple, honoring the body. This for me is like, it's just really important right now because like it does keep coming up. The self-care thing is super important. So make sure your biggest job again is to take care of yourself so that you're ready and in a good energetic vibrational state. So by taking care of ourselves, it's not just about eating right and sleeping and um, self, like personal body self-care. It's mental self-care, it's spiritual self-care. So it's doing the meditation, doing the manifestation work. Sorry, I dropped the card. Oops. So it's important we're doing all this, and here's why. Because all of that work leads us to the freedom. Now, what we're talking about is spiritual freedom. I know that's like a big concept. Um, Basically, what it leads to is what crown chakra and just a minute, you're so impatient. What crown chakra and um, well, what the expansion and ascension and opening of crown chakra is all about is that we're being unlimited, that we're in a state of bliss and we are unlimited in the things that we can accomplish, achieve. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so I mean, for me, these cards are pretty easy to read. We're getting some of the same messages we've had in the last couple of weeks, but we're also getting, um, we're just getting confirmation. And that's, it's a great place to be. Like I said, solstice for me is like, it's a peaceful night. Um, it's just a good time to do good ceremony and honor yourself and your body and your spirituality and your connection to the divine and knowing that you are the divine. Okay, where are we heading next? I'm going to read three from the Christ consciousness, and then we're going to read three from um, the golden futures. Sorry, everybody. It is late, and I should have probably not recorded this late, but I really holiday season, no other time. And then yeah, we're gonna finish off with the nature's rhythm oracle because it's always good at summing everything up. All right, Christ consciousness wise, as this energy is coming in. Okay, first up, gratitude. Keep practicing, right? Gratitude, appreciation, and thanks. Thanks for everything we have. Thanks for being on this planet. Thanks for being here at this time. Um, Again, gratitude is how we manifest the new things, is being grateful for what we currently have. And then, even if we don't actually physically have it, be grateful for the fact that it's coming again, or surrendering, or, like at this point, most of us, I can't speak for all of you. I mean, we have our challenges in this third dimensional thing, finances, um, love, everything, right? But the key of the where we're trying to get is to be in a state of gratitude for the things that are to come and what we want to see. So it's really important that even though those things may not have quote unquote arrived yet, is that they're in the process. And so we need to be grateful for that, because if we're not, we're going to slow down or halt that process of it, right? So do your best to just, I know, again, it's pie in the sky, this strange thinking where you're out in, like, you know, being grateful for stuff you don't actually have. But it's almost like we need to pretend that's already happening to us. And that's the easiest way to manifest. So just keep up with your gratitude. Even if every day you're just grateful for, you don't have to change it up every day. Be grateful for you and your heart and this life and being here now. And honestly, I think that's good enough. Stoke the fire. Okay, we also got love thy neighbor, being of service. So this is the season of giving. Again, we've talked about this a couple times too, of the materiality of this season is really difficult, and it's really difficult on people that don't have, right? We're still, unfortunately, we're just trying to come out of this world of have and have nots and those sorts of things. So if you are in a position, and again, you don't have to give money to people, but time is sometimes the the biggest currency we have. So just, again, holding their hand, giving them, in this, he's just helping him with his shoes, right? Giving him his shoes. So, I mean, it sounds trite and it sounds dumb, but I just make sure in the holiday season, I don't have a lot of money to give, but I make sure that I can, I do a little, even a couple of food bank donations and those sorts of things. I try to help out where I can. Um, it's just the little things sometimes, right? And I mean, it's kind of selfish, but I entered a lottery for with a 50-50 basically, um, for tickets, for the rescue shelter that I rescued Sam from. And so it's at a lot of money right now. And, so part of me is it's just fun to dream too that when I win it, I'm, I actually don't just there's stuff I'm going to get for myself, obviously. I want to get back to the shelter and give them a bit of money back, in terms of, even if it's just I want to go, they have wish lists of things they need. I would go do that. There's friends that are not having a great Christmas this year that I would love to help out. So even if I don't win, but I'm going to, just kidding. No, I'm totally going to win. I got this. Um, is that I'm going to, I spend time thinking about, with that money, what I would do. 50% of it is helping other people. Because, and it's funny because the last card, the other card we got in this deck is follow my lead, Jesus, the reason for the season, right? Bring in the Christ consciousness. What would Jesus do? He would help. He would lead the way. He would help, have a helping hand. Let's think about not just ourselves. Let's do our own self-care and our self-work, but let's get out there and start helping humanity come through this time. It's really important right now. Okay, let's do 3 of the golden futures. Because, like I said, I'm pretty much going to put them in every read until we hit the new year, and then probably we'll see where we're at. This one keeps coming up. Yeah, see, this is also important. Okay. Okay, let's keep in mind that this is strictly for, oops, hang on. These cards in particular are for Solstice. So let's see here. Okay, we got the communal markets card, which we had a few weeks ago. Trust that all you need will come to you. This is also about this energy exchange, though, right? So it's not just about physical money that we need to exchange. We can help people like by bartering. I barter for a ton of stuff in my life right now. I trade like treatments. Sometimes I trade services in terms of like I need my tap fixed. This is just a bad example because we get our taps fixed by we live in a co-op, so it's taken care of. But you just might need like, hey, I need a little bit of plumbing, but the plumber doesn't, so you give his kids a ride to school. Like, there's just so many ways to do this, and it's more where we're headed. So, um, you can also just focus on ways you can do this. This is also the being of service card, right? Because sometimes how we manifest things into our life the best is to go out and be of service, and then that energy gets returned to us. Not maybe by that person that we helped, but by the universe. So start to look at, again, we're starting to come into this like fifth dimensional consciousness, and we have to start looking at things in a completely different way. And we have to start, again, trusting the universe that this is all coming to fruition, but also that we help manifest it by creating these things. So how could I help out my community? This is what I would do. So even if we never do the thing we're penciling down or talking about, but it's creating that energy that we need to start creating to create and have the universe provide and manifest this stuff for us. I'm getting this. Okay. We also got spiritual technology again. So expand your imagination and share your visions. That's what I just said. Like, we have to start dreaming bigger and just putting it out there and sharing it. And it doesn't matter how crazy out there it is, right? We're heading into a new paradigm where that stuff can be manifest. So really be working on that. The last thing we need to be working on, this is an interesting one. So this is in particular to this portal. So intergalactic travel, regard the stars with wonder. For me, this is just saying if you have any opportunity, so if you get to do nothing else tonight as part of a ceremony, a bonfire, if you don't have a bath, you don't have access to any of that stuff, like fingers crossed, the sky is clear, go out and look at the stars and just look up at the heavens and have that 5 minutes of awe, of communication, of connection with the galactic, right? So you won't see much of the moon right now. I think it's probably, I don't even know, in a crescent. No, it wouldn't be quite there. um, but the really cool thing is there's lots of great planets just hanging out. So if you only get to see one planet, Venus is like in the south sky, pretty bright. And then Jupiter is still like nearer the moon, pretty bright. You can see them from just like in the, so just looking up at the night sky in wonder, and keep your eyes out too, right? The card is intergalactic travel. So who knows, there's all these things going on in different places in the world with things in the sky, and it's like you might just have a nice conscious contact connection on solstice, which for me is just like confirmation that, hey, we're out here, we're here too, we're here for the big show. The shift is imminent, and we're here to be a collective community together. I know, crazy, right? Oops, this candle's getting kind of goofy. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. We're gonna leave it pretty short for the solstice because I want you to go out and do something, whatever that is. Look at the night sky, appreciate the dark before the light comes in, and or whatever you need to do. But get around the fire element, either so or the night sky, one of those two. Just, it's interesting though, because so the healing part of crown chakra. So this seems to be coming up a lot for this portal too, or this solstice, is making sure we're in that state of bliss, connection, and how you heal crown chakra, nature-wise, is um, the night sky. So go out, look, appreciate. Okay, we got two, which probably will run over time then, but whatever, right? First up, card number one, liberation. Now this is interesting because like when I start talking about the goal for the human race, liberation of the soul of, and again, that came up with the freedom card, right? We're looking for that in humanity, liberation from everything that's kind of oppressed us, kept us down, that kind of thing. Okay, one second here. So number one, wait one second here. Liberation. I am free from the shackles that bind me. You did not come here to be enslaved. Being free is your birthright. Focus on your natural gifts of service. If you are unaware of your gifts, make a list of all the things that you are good at, the things you do effortlessly that bring you great fulfillment. What what do you need to be liberated from? Good questions to ask yourself. Actually, if you don't have a ceremony to do, good journaling exercise. Um, so I'll just repeat that. I am free from the shackles that bind me. You did not come here to be enslaved. Being free is your birthright. Focus on your natural gift of service. If you are unaware of your gifts, make a list of all the things you are good at, the things you do effortlessly that bring you great fulfillment. What do you need to be liberated from? Interesting card. Okay, we also got 32, humility. Humility. I am neither above nor below anyone else. Humility welcomes knowledge and wisdom to flow through me. Nature is so powerful that it humbles you. Be in the power of the weather, the strength of the mountain, and the steadiness of a tree. All living beings are equally essential. Remember that judgment closes the doors of opportunity. Where in your life do you see yourself as more or less worthy than another? This card reminds you to keep your judgments at bay and explore humility. Contemplate the harmony of our relationships if we were collectively more humble. I think this is also the goal that we're working towards, right? Humility and liberation from all of this conditioning and lies and blah that we've been had put on us. And so this portal is also about clearing all that old information and moving into a place of more humility, Ease, again, ease, grace, peace, where we're just in our natural state. And so that's part of what we're discovering in this journey too, is what is our natural state. So just realize too that we're in the process of this shift, and the heart opening is coming back to who we truly are, reawakening to who we truly are. So these things are happening. Again, we just have to trust the process and allow. Allow is a big word. Um, so yeah, again, if you do anything, do the work, do the work. Just do a little bit of journaling. I feel like we need one more of these cards. I don't have any other thing that I want to think. No. All right, let's do one more Nature's Rhythm Oracle, and then we will call it there. Mostly because poor little Sam is so confused about what I'm doing right now. And then probably this might be my last video for the year. We'll have to just see. I'll probably come on close to, I don't know. I have some time off, so I'll probably do a weekly read on Monday. We'll just have see how that all goes. Okay. Yeah, this is about us coming back to the collective again. Cooperation number 14. Yeah, there's just so much going on right now. It's just important that we're tending all the things in our garden, include ourselves and others. Okay, I am part of a life network where we all cooperate harmoniously. You are not an island expected to navigate life on your own. You are part of a dynamic web where many beings support you as you support others. This is a gracious, loving network that requires your involvement. Observe how your stubbornness denies others the chance to support you. Enable the flow of giving and receiving. Enjoy the natural law of cooperation and learn to live with more contentment. Yeah, so it's again, it's kind of like part of this message with this portal is we're coming out of the dark into the light, but we're also coming out of the dark in terms of the lone wolf mentality. We've been doing a lot of work, self-care, introspection, all of those things for the last couple, even the last couple years, maybe even more. So we've had our close connections with our like-mindeds. And I think it was just about being involved and understanding who those people were. But what's really happening is that we are heading into now the coming together of all that energy. So just remember, yeah, you're not alone. Um, there's there's lots of people within your collective coming together, and you can just tell that too by some of the like the golden future cards. It's like we're getting to the point where we need all of our energy. I've talked about this before with the flower of life, and that just we're coming into that energy. So yeah, overall, I'll just, I feel like if I read another card, it will just be repeating the same thing. So to sum it up, I still feel like I have cards over there, but I'm not going to go get them. But I feel like we need one more card to sum it up. Let's do one golden future to sum it up, and then we're going to leave it there. I keep saying that, right? I always feel like these bigger events need to be a longer read, so we'll just see. Okay, one of these overall. Uh, It's interesting because the thing I'm getting the Age of Aquarius song in my head. So, but particularly the lyric of uh, no, there's something about cooperation in there. So, you can go take a look at that song. Um, okay, to sum it up is that we got the education card. Um, honestly, this is expand your right brain creativity. Again, that right brain creativity is us um, dreaming stuff so that we can manifest it. So that's more or less what this is about. But it's also about the fact that we have to unlearn everything we've learned because it's it doesn't work the same in this new thing. So we have a lot coming in that we need to learn. Um, the funny thing though is that it's not that we have so much to learn, it's going to take us forever. It's also that part of that is we already have this knowledge stored in us. So it's a matter of just reawakening that. And so, like, so don't panic that you're like, oh my God, we're going to have another 10 years of learning how to do this energy into New Earth. No, there's going to be a remembering. And I think that comes along with the heart chakra opening. And by all indications from the read earlier this week and scattered throughout this one is that we are well on our way to that. So yeah, I said I was going to stop, but I'm not going to stop. The cards are talking. So I just want to do one more of these master cards. I just want to see the overall energy of where we're headed with this portal. Oops. Well, that's too many. That's too many. Let's keep shuffling. That was like 10 cards. Anyway, I also hope that you're all doing well, that you do get, um, again, to appreciate the darkness on this night and just enjoy. Um, and kind of as a simple manifestation you could do too is as you're looking up at the night sky and embracing and being grateful for the dark, is that you could like start to envision the light coming in and what that looks like. So, um, yeah. All right. Whew. Okay, so we got Shiva, karmic release, the end of a cycle, debts are paid, choose your destiny. Yeah, so there's no doubt in my mind that this portal 100% is kind of like um, basically we're ending one thing. We're everything is karmically cleared up. I think a lot of people think we still have like a ton of work to do on that. I don't believe that. I don't feel that. Um, Again, part of that is like you need to let go and let God and just reconcile with yourself that you've done enough. You are enough and we're ready to go. Like we're ready to go. So just know this is also like this karma that the world is like going through right now, like all the sins being paid for, everything is being cleaned up, everything's being paid for. Um, we're at the end of that karmic like releasing cycle. You can just tell it even looking out at the world. It's so chaotic and intense, but it's like it's that's the ending that we've been waiting for. So just understand that it's coming to a head and then it's done. The key in that card though is choose your destiny. That's the manifestation piece where we're gonna leave this is make sure you're doing the work to like where we want to be and where we want to head. Don't don't leave that just up to um, you know the universe has it, like I said, has a plan anyway, but the bottom line is we still have to be contributing the energy of the betterment of everything. So enjoy this solstice, have a really good night, take care of yourselves, and just find some peace and quiet and enjoy the dark, the light. It's going to be magnificent. So take care. I love you, and we'll see you soon.